Who benefits from blowing up the NS-1 and NS-2 gas pipelines? On the night of September 26, in the exclusive economic zone of Denmark northeast of the island of Bornholm, leaks were recorded on one of the lines of the Nord Stream 2 highway and on both lines of Nord Stream 1. Already on September 27, information appeared that the simultaneous failure of 3 out of 4 gas pipelines eliminates the possibility of wear or accidental damage. And, therefore, there remains the option of undermining, already confirmed by the Swedish National Seismic Network. According to the Swedes, the power of the explosion was 100 kilograms of TNT. In this area, gas pipelines run at a depth of about 60 meters, which means that the explosion could be carried out both by combat swimmers and with the help of a drone. As early as September 2, American helicopters circled around the lines of northern streams in the area of the Danish island of Bornholm. The next time activity was recorded on 13.09. The side numbers showed that these were heavy naval Nighthawks. They dropped underwater drones, which subsequently made a successful explosion of pipes. In June, it was in this area that the U.S. 6th Fleet conducted exercises on the use of drones for underwater clearing. For the exercises, experts were gathered from all the military home centers of the United States. The exercises were successful, the operation too. The Americans have made their move, we are waiting for the answer of the Russians. The main beneficiaries of the disruption of Russian gas supplies to Europe are the US and the UK for the following reasons. The Ukrainian GTS is becoming the main route for gas transit from Russia to Europe. The German government, even with a strong desire, will not be able to launch Nord Stream 2. And as we know, Germany was in no hurry to bankrupt the pipeline operator Nord Stream 2, despite the announcement of the closure of the project, thus maintaining room for maneuver and insurance in case of a hard winter. This insurance is no longer available. Repairs may take several years. Great Britain and the United States benefit from weakening Germany not only by cutting it off from Russian supplies, but also by provoking economic conflicts within the EU. In particular, on September 27, the opening of the Baltic Pipe gas pipeline took place in northwestern Poland. Its capacity is only 10 billion cubic meters, which is 10 times less than the volume supplied by NS-1 and NS-2. However, gas supplies from Norway will allow Poland to control the volume of energy resources sent to the Baltic countries and Germany, which will inevitably lead to increased tensions with Germany. The United States is interested in Europe's growing dependence on LNG supplies, and the UK received a few percent of Russian gas from total consumption, and therefore their reduction will not significantly affect the country's energy balance. In June, Britain reduced the volume of Russian gas imports by 3/4 of the volume supplied in 2021 to 4% of total gas imports. The UK is also experiencing an energy crisis. Electricity prices will increase by 80% from October 1. Importing electricity from Norway via submarine cable is difficult due to drying up rivers and reduced electricity generation from hydroelectric power plants. Energy supplies from thermal and nuclear power plants in France have also declined due to the energy crisis in France itself. In July, it was reported that the UK overpaid 5,000% on Belgian electricity imports because there was a heat wave and windless weather, which meant that the wind turbines were not working. Therefore, the UK will already begin to develop its own gas fields in the North Sea and is actively exploring the possibility of extracting shale gas. The production of its own gas will allow Britain to compete with other suppliers in the EU market in the future. But until then, power cables are still of great importance for an energy-scarce UK. Which means that an accidental damage to one, or maybe several, of them will at least cause a lot of trouble for the Office of Prime Minister Truss, and at most, correct the balance of power in the European energy market, where Germany is now in a rather vulnerable position.